Biggest Loser documentary comes out tomorrow, and I'm anxiously awaiting to see what on earth is going to be in that. But in the meantime, I need us all to see what Jillian Michaels just said.
Literally reviewing parts of American history and parts of American culture to make sure it comports with Dear Leader and what the MAGA
Can we address some of those things that are in there? Because have you looked at some of the things that are being reviewed?
Yeah, slavery was a bad thing to talk about.
Okay.
Like,
He's not whitewashing slavery. So
he's not?
He's not. No,
okay.
he's not. And you cannot tie imperialism and racism and slavery to just one race, which is pretty much what every single exhibit does. But let's talk about the fact that when you look at slavery, let's talk about the fact that
slavery in America was.
Do you realize that only less than 2% of white Americans own slaves?
But it was a system of white supremacy.
Jillian, I'm surprised that you're trying to litigate who was the beneficiary of slavery. And
I'm not. What I'm trying to tell you is
that in the context of American history, in the context of American history, what are you saying is incorrect by saying that it was white people oppressing black people?
Every single thing is like, oh, no, this is all because white people bad.
You have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I do,
what
because
exactly
because here's the
are you
thing.
talking about?
Okay, it's been completely captured.
First of all, I don't.
And it's totally partisan.
First of all, we don't have time to litigate all of this.
Of course we don't, because then
but,
you're going to lose the argument. And if everything is racialized, just like you're trying to do to me now.
Excuse
me.
Like,
I can't believe you're trying to suggest, that
just to be clear, you brought up race.
No,
this was a conversation about the arts, and you brought up race.
It isn't.
You brought up.
But the whole point of this is that the issue
you brought up slavery, and you brought up the question of whether you brought up the question of whether or not slavery in the United States is about race. The answer is yes.
In case you don't know, this is Trump defender Jillian Michaels, defending Trump's push to review history that is within museums. And this is again a perfect example of how your health is politicized. Jillian Michaels is using a stat to downplay exactly what slavery was, which was a system built on white supremacy. Denying racism blocks policies today that will help keep people alive. CDC quite literally refer to racism as a serious public health threat. In my books, that makes Jillian a serious public health threat if we didn't know that already. It should kind of go without saying, but I feel like it needs to be said that policy changes can literally affect mortality. It's been found that expansions in Medicaid actually lower death rate. Those are just a few examples, but when you've got some personal trainer from the early 2000s that was problematic back then, trying to stay relevant and trying to stay viral, and she shrinks slavery down to a tiny number, not just fucking incorrect, but it makes it so much harder to fix the systems that are built on white supremacy that are harming people today. I almost didn't make this video because I don't want to give this woman any more airtime than I already have done, but she continues decade upon decade to harm people, minimizing history, centering herself, quite literally stooping to all new lows that I didn't think were possible for one individual, because in my book she was already pretty fucking low.